Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Minnesota Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're really excited to have you participating in this event tonight. We've got some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Andy, and I will be your facilitator. And before we get started, just a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Now, this is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on our website. And this presentation is being recorded, and that will be available at strivescan.com/Minnesota. And now I'd like to go ahead and turn things over to our first school today, University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Andy. Go ahead and share my screen here. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you for joining, everybody. I hope that you can see my presentation screen here. My name is Will Schulenberg. I work for the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. We are a Big Ten university located in Lincoln, Nebraska. We are a Tier 1 research institution as well. So if you're interested in sort of a mid-sized university based in the Midwest, it balances a lot of great things about it. I am going to speak from the perspective of a professional, but also a student who went there from Minnesota. And so I had the experience that many of you might be thinking about right now as you're making this college decision process. So University of Nebraska, we, like I said, are a Tier 1 research institution based in Lincoln, Nebraska. We have about 25,000 total students at the university. That makes us the second smallest in the Big Ten. About 20,000 of those students are undergraduate students. The city of Lincoln itself is about 300,000, which is roughly the same size of St. Paul. And so if you're looking for a larger Midwestern city feel to it, but a smaller campus, the University of Nebraska really balances both of those things really well. It has that Big Ten experience of a university, but it also has, a feeling of you're going to see people on campus. What I like to say is we are the Big Ten university where people say hi to each other on campus. You are going to see familiar faces as you're walking to class. You're going to be able to get engaged pretty easily. Being a little bit smaller for the Big Ten does allow some easier engagement with our students. And so if you are thinking about starting a new club, if you're thinking about getting engaged with research, all of those activities are fairly less competitive because we have that smaller student population size for the amount of faculty and staff that we have on campus as well. So again, a really great balance between a larger university, but a smaller feel to it. First and foremost, we pride ourselves on our academics. And so several of our programs are ranked in the top 50 in the United States. That includes business and engineering programs on campus. Those are probably our two most popular programs when it comes to out-of-state students that are thinking about going to school in Nebraska. So business engineering, but on campus as a whole, we have 9 academic colleges and over 150 majors. And within each of those majors, you'll find professors that are experts in their field and are conducting research in their field as well. One thing that's great about the University of Nebraska is a lot of our programs on campus, including the College of Business that you see on the screen here, is a direct admit program. That basically means that when you apply to Nebraska and you are accepted as a business student, you are accepted into the College of Business and get to take business classes from the first day you arrive on campus, which is a huge advantage if you are thinking about pursuing a career in business and also just want to get more experience sooner in college rather than later. So keep that in mind as you're applying to schools, that Nebraska does have direct admit programs. I've said research a couple times during this presentation, but going to a Big Ten university, one of the benefits is just having some more access to research funding. And so whether it be in the College of Business or be in the sciences, literature, political science, we have faculty members that are doing research in all of these areas. And undergraduate students actually have the chance to engage in this research as well and get paid to do it. So if you're looking for a great job on campus, but B, some great experience if you're thinking about going into a career field in one of these areas, or also being a researcher or going to grad school in this area, it's really great to get that research experience pretty early on in college, and Nebraska would offer that to you. So one of our more well-known alumni, Warren Buffett, said that price is what you pay, but value is what you get. We hold true to that at Nebraska. Not every graduate is going to be like Warren Buffett down the road, but we can promise that we will show you how we provide value at the university. And so we have the lowest out-of-state tuition in the Big Ten. And so if you are looking to have a more accessible out-of-state experience, the University of Nebraska provides really great scholarships and also competitive test optional scholarships as well. All of those are given just upon application to the university. And so once you apply, self-report your GPA or test scores if you have them, you'll hear back from us automatically based on a holistic review of your application and the GPA or test score that you provide, and we'll follow up with you based on your scholarships. All right, so the next steps for you all, it would be apply, and then it would be, that enrollment deposit, which would signify I am interested in attending the University of Nebraska, and then the housing contract after that. So it'd be first applying and then taking these next two steps. So if you haven't applied yet, don't worry about these yet. Applying would be just the first step that you need to take care of in your experience here. So if you want to take a picture of the screen, if you want to learn more about us, this is a great URL to follow. It will give you some more information about our visit experiences that we have. One thing that I would always advise you all, whether it be Nebraska or any other school, apply early. That's the best way to know about our scholarships and also just to hear more about us in the future. But apply now if you are interested in the University of Nebraska, and then take the next steps after that. So thanks all for your time. I appreciate it a lot. My contact information is on the screen here. Take a picture of this as well, and I'd be happy to connect with you all. Thanks everybody, and go Big Red.
All right, thank you so much to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. And next up, we have got Colorado Mesa University.
Thank you, everybody. I'm happy to be here. Sorry, I'm hoping you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna go ahead. All right, so I'm sorry, can you see the Prezi one, or can you see, I suppose, what do you see?
Yep, we can see the Prezi, a lifetime of value.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, everyone. Thank you. Well, my name is Patty Kempkin. I am actually from Wisconsin myself. I decided to go out to Colorado Mesa University a couple years ago. So I was a transfer student. I graduated in 2018. It was one of the best decisions of my life. I enjoyed it very much, and it has a really great campus feel in Western Colorado. So there's a lot of different options for you. There's about 118 different academic programs with 76 different academic programs. So some people go to school for engineering. We have someone who went into NASA. And a lot of people go into music. So we had a person who graduate and get a Grammy Award. And then we have entrepreneurs and people who go into dentistry, all sorts of things. So then, so we're located in Grand Junction, Colorado, over on the western side of Colorado. We have about 11,000 students. Almost 3,000 of them do live on campus, so it's a very vibrant campus culture. We have about 33 countries that attend CMU, and almost all 50 of the states are represented. And again, we have 118 majors, anywhere from the certificate level to the doctoral level. There's really something, a little bit of something for everyone here. One thing I really enjoyed was that we got to get really close with our peers and the professors and faculty. So there was 0 teaching assistants. So the classes were all taught by professors who had experience, and you got to get really close with them. About 90% of the classes have less than 40 students. So as you get further into your study, they get even smaller. I had a class of about 8 students at one time. So yeah, the faculty to student ratio is 1 to 19. Some of our top majors would be business, nursing, criminal justice, biology, and kinesiology and exercise science. We definitely have a lot of different departments and areas of study. Another thing I think we do really well is that we do a lot of applied learning, a lot of hands-on experience, a lot of undergraduate research, clinicals, internships, conferences, project-based courses. As a business student, I helped with some marketing plans and projects for the community. And that's kind of across the board. A lot of the programs get really hands-on experience. And then in Grand Junction, Colorado, there's about 300 days of sunshine. We're high desert, so we live in the high desert canyons. The National Monument is in town. It's beautiful. Colorado National Monument looks like a mini Grand Canyon. But if you're looking for some snow, we're 40 minutes to the nearest ski resort. Otherwise, not a whole lot of shoveling, which is nice. We have about a little over 1,000 miles of hiking trails just in this area alone. So there's somewhere to go all the time. Our outdoor program goes on hiking groups throughout the week, but they also have 75 weekend trips, which was one of my favorite parts of my undergrad as well. They took trips every weekend, and you get to explore pieces of Colorado. There's ice climbing, rock climbing, whitewater rafting. They do skiing on the Mesa, but they do some out-of-state trips too. They do international trips as well, but it's a really good time. So we have 13 residence halls, again, about 3,000 students on campus, and almost there's about 120 clubs and organizations, anywhere from like your area of study to fun clubs, sports. And then there's 52 countries in the study abroad program. You go for the same tuition as CMU. And then there are 28 NCAA D2 sports, about 20 club sports, and 15 intramural sport leagues. So depending on how competitive you want to be, you can watch a bunch of really fun games. The football games are a lot of fun. The band plays, or if you want to be a part of a club or intramural, that's a lot of fun too. Another thing is there are just great services around here. Everyone is so willing to help. Great faculty advising. A lot of times the professors are the advisors, so they're kind of with you throughout the course of school. And career services is great too. And then we give out quite a bit of financial aid, and all the merit scholarships are renewable. And this is what you would be looking at for pre-financial aid costs. So Minnesota would be part of what we call Mountains and Plains. So you get a pretty great discount on that as well. I think my time is up, so thank you so much. I'll throw my contact information in the chat, and good luck in choosing where you're going to go. This is free app week for us, so I'll throw our site up as well. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you to Colorado Mesa University. And next up, we've got Minneapolis College.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Cheryl. I work at Minneapolis College. I'm also an alum. We're a 2-year community and technical school. This is a nice view of downtown Minneapolis, where we're located. As you're thinking about what school do I choose, I'm recommending that you create a little criteria, a list of things that are really important to you. So I kind of popped up some things that make Minneapolis College special here that I'm going to talk about in the next 6 minutes. So affordability is really important for us. We want you to get that degree without all that loan debt on your back. So because we're part of the Minnesota state system, we're able to keep the tuition low in the beginning, and you'll see that shortly. Some of you might be thinking, oh, I want to go to get a bachelor's degree. Many students will come to a 2-year community and technical school first to get their 2 years of general education out of the way, saving them lots of money so then they can transfer in as juniors. Some folks want to get 2-year degree and walk directly into the world of work as well. So we have those pathways depending on what it is you want to do. We're one of the most diverse 2-year schools in the Minnesota state system, not just with race and ethnicity, but also age. Our average age is about 28 years old. However, you'll find yourself in a classroom with students that are still in high school, finishing up their PSEO, all the way up to grandmas and grandpas. So it's a wonderful different perspective. And with that perspective comes our award-winning faculty. With our small class sizes, it's about 28 students per class and less. You're going to be working with faculty who are professionals in the field that they're teaching, but also many of our instructors have won what's called the Board of Trustee Awards, which is given to professors who are the best in their field. So not only are you going to be able to connect with them because of the small class size, but also your peers. We're located in downtown Minneapolis, so Loring Park is our backyard and Hennepin Avenue is our front yard, and that means it's a really easy commute to our campus. And we offer over 100 different programs. So how we organize those programs is by schools, depending on your major. And within each of these schools, you're going to be assigned an academic advisor that's a specialist in that area. And not only are they going to be able to help you select your classes and register for classes, but they're going to be able to do that educational plan that will help you determine what it is you're going to do next or what classes you're going to take. So like I said, some students may just want to get a 2-year degree and walk directly into the world of work. So we have Associate of Science and Associate of Applied Science degrees. And then there's going to be students who want to transfer to university to get a bachelor's degree. And we have those as well. And because we are part of what's called the Minnesota state system, you can transfer your generals to any of these 7 Minnesota state universities. However, because we are utilizing the Minnesota transfer curriculum and we're regionally accredited, you're going to be able to transfer generals not only to certain programs at the University of Minnesota and private schools like Augsburg, but also even out of state. So it's very flexible that way. There are also students that want to first do short-term training, so maybe 1 to 2 semesters, which is about 4 to 8 months, and get a certificate in something so they can get that job and then continue their studies. And we also have diplomas as well, which are 2 to 3 semesters, so a year, year and a half, and you're going to be able to start getting wages. So different pathways for different folks depending on what it is that they're looking for. That's the benefit of being a community school and a technical school as well. But we all know that college is not easy when we're managing our family and our responsibilities and our job. So we have resources outside the classroom to help you be successful inside the classroom. We have a University of Minnesota Boynton Health Clinic, which appointments are free for our students. We have free one-on-one tutoring as well in our Academic Success Center. For those of you that are bouncing around in the dark and you're not exactly sure what you want to major in, our career services can help you with their in-depth interest assessment, but they can also help you do a job search or rebrand your resume. Many schools have disability services. We have what's called accessibility resources, and they're going to be there if you have any accommodations that you require in the classroom. Our student support services, like an umbrella of services. So we have, for example, one-on-one free counseling, food shelf, snack packs, affordable housing referrals, student-parent connection, and child care grants, things like that. But we are a two-year school. So the difference between a community and technical school and a university is we don't have res halls or dormitories. So the way that we connect our students to our campus community is through student life. So for example, we've got a student senate and council and lots of different clubs and orgs. Equity and inclusion is infused throughout our campus. So this is where we keep our tuition low. You can see by this graph, you can literally come to our school for 2 years and it's less than 1 year at the U of M. We recommend everybody apply for financial aid to see how much they're eligible for grants. But the last thing I want to recommend to you is to apply to our scholarships. We have what's called the last dollar scholarships. And for our Bridge Scholars, which is for African American and Indigenous men, our honors program, which doesn't even look at your high school grade point average. It's about how successful you want to be in liberal arts. And our Power of You and Star Scholarship program, you will fill out financial aid and they will tell you how much you're eligible in grants. Any other monies that you need is going to be covered by those scholarships. So it's essentially 2 years of free college. This is how you get started. This month of October, we have free applications. You can register and then don't forget to apply. And this is my contact information if you have any questions. Thank you for bearing with me. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to get you moving in the right direction.
All right, thank you so much to Minneapolis College. And next up, we've got University of Mary.
Hello, everyone. My name is John Brickweg, and I am here on behalf of the University of Mary. So a little bit about me. I am 23, and I just graduated in April from the university. Kind of like everyone else, it's like we're all here advocating for our alma maters, So here I am going to talk to you about mine. I graduated with a bachelor's of science in media production and a minor in art and Catholic studies. So I have that firsthand experience and want to tell you why you should choose Mary. So yeah, let's talk Mary. First and foremost, we are one of the most affordable private Catholic schools in the country. 99% of students who are accepted to the University of Mary receive some sort of merit-based scholarship. And speaking of which, we are test optional right now. So all you would need to is submit your high school transcript, and we just need your GPA, and we get you going down the acceptance process. So we have over 56 undergraduate degrees, and we were founded by Benedictine sisters in around 1959. So we were founded to serve the needs of our community, and that's something we continue to do today. Actually, speaking of which, today is our day of service. So we literally had our whole campus located in Bismarck shut down, and all of our 2,000 undergraduate students, all of our professors, all of our facility workers, everyone went out into our Bismarck community. Bismarck's the capital of North Dakota. We went into our community and just did different service projects because, yeah, we were founded to serve our community, and that's something we continue to do today, even 60 years later. So, but our founding degrees was nursing and teaching, something that we continue to strive for excellence in both. Nursing, we've been rated one of the top nursing programs in the United States of America for the past number of years. We've had 100% pass rates for all boards and NCLAS tests that our graduated nursing students take. And our teaching degrees, we have like a 90% placement rate for our teachers who receive jobs after they graduate from the university. We're a 4-year bachelor degree school, so you can get your bachelor's degree in 4 years. But then on top of that, we also have this revolutionary program called year-round campus. So you can get your a 4-year degree in 2.5 years. This is pretty revolutionary, something we introduced about 4 or 5 years ago. And I was just talking to this gal who is interested in opening her own hair salon, and so she needs to do a year of beauty school, and then she wants to open a business. Well, she can go to the University of Mary. She can get her business degree, business administration degree, get all those different tools and connections, and help her like really found her business and pull things together, give her the ideas and structure she needs in order to go and be successful, instead of learning on the get-go and having no idea how to operate a business out of high school. She can get her business degree in 2.5 years, go to beauty school for 1 year, and be opening her own business with a bachelor's degree before most of her peers have even graduated college. So I think that's pretty incredible. We have 18 athletic NCAA teams. We are Division II. Students get free admission to the games. It's a great culture of athletes and students getting to support one another in whatever you're doing. Professors, our professors have the highest degrees in their field. So our student to faculty ratio is 13-1. Every freshman after the first semester receives their own faculty advisor. So you're gonna have a professor who's in your major, who is serving you as your advisor, who works with you directly, forming your class schedule. I told you, I graduated from the University of Mary. I've never walked out of a professor's office during office hours without them asking, "How are you, John? What's going on? Like, do you need anything? How's college life? How's your life outside of classes?" They care about you. They care about your success, and also just, your stability and your life. It's more than just a job for them. It really is getting at who you are as a person, and that's something we care deeply about at UMary, is forming you as a person. We don't believe college education is just to give you a degree and send you out into the world. We believe that your education is about forming you as a whole person, so that no matter what situation you're in, you're not fake. You're yourself in every situation. I'm just going to read a quote from our president here, Monsignor Shea. "It's not true that a university should merely equip students with skills required for their professional career. Our work is to help our students live fully, to live well, so that they are not just existing, but really living, not just surviving, but thriving." And that's a whole different thing. It's an endeavor which is very distinct from what most colleges in our day set out to do. We offer an education for the whole of life, and that's the difference. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
All right, thank you to University of Mary. And next up, we've got College of St. Benedict and St. John's University.
Well, thank you. Welcome, everyone. My name is Tony Amos. I'm a Senior Associate Director of Admission with the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University, talking about two colleges together. So a unique situation where you enroll in one school and attend both colleges at the same time. St. Ben's and St. John's, like the University of Mary, was founded by the Benedictines. We still have our monasteries on each campus where the sisters of St. Benedict and our brothers and priests of St. John's reside and live in prayer and in community and work. And it really built on these values, these Benedictine values that for not just the 150 years we've been around in Minnesota, but 1,500 years, really look to establish a way of life, kind of set a tone for folks to live in community, be hospitable to each other, work for justice, and really embrace these not just Catholic or Benedictine values, but human values, and a very important part of who we are and how we do things. You'll see at the top here is St. John's University, located on a 2,700-acre arboretum with 6 lakes and 15 miles of hiking trails. That's in Collegeville, Minnesota. And then 5 miles down the road in St. Joseph is the College of St. Benedict, which you see below. St. Joseph is a town of about 6,000 people, kind of a bedroom community for the St. Cloud area, and places that you can get to right off campus too. So there are student hangouts like Bo Did Subs and Case Kitchen and Gary's Pizza, the local blend coffee shop. So you have that access. And then we're also just a 10-minute drive into St. Cloud, where if you kind of look for those creature comforts like the Target run and going out to the movies and being able to get Chipotle or Noodles and Company, whatever you like to do there, that's real close by as well. Academically, St. Ben's and St. John's are liberal arts institutions, and so we really embrace the opportunity for students to walk in the door, not necessarily knowing what they want to major in, or if you think you know what you want to major in, start to explore that, but be open to making other decisions as well. So students are admitted into their particular major during their sophomore year, and 93% of our students graduate within 4 years for this model. So we really want to give the opportunity to feel comfortable walking in the door in your first year, and you take some of those core classes and see where that takes you. But see here, our average class sizes are small, 19 on average, and all of our classes taught by faculty, vast majority of them who are going to be full-time and have the highest degree in their field. The residential part is certainly important to us. 85% of students live on campus all 4 years, and students live in typical dorm life, kind of in the first year or two, and then have apartments and suites that they can move into in their junior and senior year. And this is an example of one of them, Centennial Commons at St. Ben's. And our students won't just live in St. Joseph and Collegeville, they'll also live in other parts of the world as we embrace the opportunity to go global and have our students have global experiences by going on one of our semester-long programs or short-term trips. There are actually over 100 different programs students could choose from, but we're unique in the sense of being a small college that offers 17 semester programs that we wholly own and operate. And then lots of clubs and organizations to get involved with on campus. We have a total of about 3,200 total students and 100 clubs and organizations. The JEC is our largest one, which they help create some of the different activities on the weekends, like their concerts and comedians and some of the other activities that are happening there. If you're interested in athletics, we're NCAA Division III non-scholarship, and we offer now 24 varsity sports actually, as the latest one is now women's lacrosse. Starting next year, we'll be moving to an NCAA Division III team. But there's also club sports that are competitive and intramurals to get involved with as well. And really pride ourselves in the networking and utilizing our resources with our alumni, particularly in the upper Midwest and especially in the Twin Cities area, where about half of our alumni reside, live, and work, and really take advantage of that. And we see that our graduates are doing well, having each of the last couple of years been ranked as the top 2 colleges by CPA in Minnesota for getting a job. As you're looking at the opportunity to apply here, applications are open and we're taking them at any time now and reviewing them and getting back to you usually within a couple of weeks. Our first priority deadline is November 15th. We do take the common application or our own application, either way, and we're also a test optional school. So you can choose if you want to submit that or not. Our costs you see here about 61 to 62,000 total, but we do offer merit-based scholarships upon admission. And you see the range there of $15,000 to $32,000 a year. In addition to that, we can offer financial aid through the need-based process. So if you complete the FAFSA, then you're going to be able to go ahead and be considered for some grants and loans and student employment, some other opportunities there. And then this is a look at our scholarship chart. I think this is a really important thing to see and understand that when you are being looked at academically, we're going to look at a lot of different things. But if you do submit a test score, it could help you. It'll never hurt you. And I can put a link to this in the chat too, if that could be helpful. Thanks for your time, and look forward to taking questions as well.
All right, thank you to the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University. And next up, we've got College for Creative Studies. Oops, looks like you're still muted, Brandy. Brandy, I think you're muted.
Technology and Murphy's Law. Love me today. Hi, everyone. Everyone's having a wonderful evening. My name is Brandy Keeler. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions here at the College for Creative Studies. I am also an alum from the school, a very passionate alum. Actually just did an alumni interview earlier for our marketing team. So I'm an art director, an entrepreneur, and someone who loves talking about opportunities for artists and designers to pursue their path where they can make a difference in the world using their creativity. That's what we help students do at the College for Creative Studies. We're looking for that next generation of creative change makers. So for those who haven't heard of CCS before, we were born in the city of Detroit in 1906. Originally as a Society for Arts and Crafts, and we've grown to become Detroit's only private nonprofit, fully accredited 4-year art and design college for the visual arts, and we're the state's premier destination for art education. CCS is located in the cultural district of Detroit, otherwise known as Midtown, which is one of the top 10 up and coming neighborhoods in the country right now, according to USA Today, because we're a city of makers, of innovators, of creators, and we have a low cost of living here. We're actually currently one of the only cities in the United States to be awarded the UNESCO designation, which is the United Nations designation for design. So we're really excited about that. And our school is one of the safest college campuses in the state of Michigan, which is not too far from where you all are. So our students not only get to learn in this thriving, enriching environment, but they also get to enjoy a rich campus life. We have really unique clubs and activities because we're a school full of artists and visual thinkers. So instead of Greek Society and sports, we have Geek Week, and we have Stage Combat Club and art-related clubs and culture clubs. But we also have that full college campus feel. We do have our own enclosed college campus as well as student housing. So students who want to live in either apartment style or loft style dormitories can do that right on our campus, either in the Topman Center building or our Art Center building. And so when students come to study at CCS, they are studying in one of our 11 different Bachelor's of Fine Arts degrees programs. So you'll see this list is much shorter than a lot of other colleges, and it's because it's a very tailored, specific education. But we do have, in addition to the 11 BFAs, 9 emphases and 20 minors, as well as 6 master's degrees for anybody looking into secondary education, as well as an art education certification for folks who want to go on to teach art and design, and an entrepreneurial studies concentration for students who want to graduate with that BFA in art or design discipline, as well as that certification to teach kindergarten through 12th grade as an art educator. And we have some really unique majors. We're one of the few schools in the country that offer a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in glass art, or metalsmithing and jewelry making, or game design. We're one of the few schools that have a concept design program. It's our only competitive program at the school. We have a robust fashion design program where students are doing more than just garment design, but they're doing footwear, handbags, leather goods, accessories, and fashion business. So some really unique programs are offered at our school. And students have the chance to augment and make sure that their program is well-rounded, because while 2/3 of our curriculum is practical studio time, another 1/3 of the curriculum is liberal arts and gen eds. And we also have liberal arts minors. So students who are interested in creative writing or critical theory or art therapy, they can use those liberal arts minors to augment what they're doing in their studio practice in their major. And they also have the opportunity to take a studio minor. So for example, you could major in photography and minor in film, or major in craft and material studies and minor in fashion design. We have a really diverse campus family comprised of students from across the country, across the world, bringing their unique perspectives and identities to enrich our campus culture. And so we pride ourselves on the diversity of our student body, not just in ethnicity and race, but in beliefs and backgrounds, gender, sexual identity, and all the different ways that intersectionality shows up in a person. And our campus family is relatively small because we're a private school. Our student body is about 1,400 students, which makes our classroom size on average 9 students per faculty member. So you're getting a lot of one-on-one attention, similar to the other schools, from faculty members who are actively working in the industry. And to paint a picture of what I mean when I say that, Tim Flattery, who is our Dean of Undergraduate Studies, the Department Chair of Entertainment Arts for Animation, Game Design, and Film at our school. He just finished working on Captain Marvel, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, actively working in the industry and bringing that industry knowledge to the classroom setting here at CCS. And that's the same for all of our faculty members. So we're really proud of the awards we've been able to earn because of the level of education we offer our students. One of the things that we're really proud to say is that we're one of the top 3 art and design colleges in the country, according to LinkedIn. And that's based on the employment rate of our graduates. And also both Money and Pay Scale magazines say we're best value school. The return on investment for our students is huge, with 96% of our graduates getting their job in their industry within a year. and almost 70% within 6 months of graduating. I know as an alum myself, I started working as an art director in an ad agency 4 days after graduating. I had a work party before I got to have my graduation party, which was pretty fun. But yeah, students who are studying art and design are getting the benefit of staying in an industry that is in high demand, right? Creativity is one of the #1 soft skills in demand right now. So we're proud of the alumni who are going on to work at companies they've always dreamed of working at, as well as starting their own companies, right? And this is just a fraction of some of the many companies our alumni are going on to work in. And for students who are interested, I almost skipped some information. Students who are interested in getting industry experience before graduating, we do have opportunities like an internship program where students benefit from paid only internship opportunities. We do not do free internships at our campus. And then they also have industry sponsored studio projects and industry days where companies come to recruit our students. For students interested in applying, application is relatively simple. There's 3 steps. Fill out a free application form on our website, submit a portfolio of 8 to 12 pieces of artwork, and submit your high school transcripts, cumulative GPA of 2.5 or higher by our early action deadline of December 1st. Where students are automatically considered for admission as well as merit-based scholarship. Our merit-based scholarship is a repeating scholarship for all 4 years, and on average, it's about $22,000 a year. That's both need-based aid and merit-based scholarship combined. So if you have an interest in art and design and changing the world with your creativity, I hope you look more into the College for Creative Studies. I will place my information in the chat box for you all. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you so much to the College for Creative Studies. Normally this is the part where we would do a Q&A session, but I think we're probably just running out of time. I don't think we're going to get through it. So I do want to say thank you to all of our presenters here today for sharing information about their schools, a lot of really great information. Also, thanks to all of you for joining us tonight. When you close this window, there is going to be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We also encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions. You will be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Minnesota. Thanks again and have a good rest of the fair.